Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel with me, Nadia Annisa. Today, I'm going to share a review of A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. So, I spent several weeks reading this novel from chapter 1 to chapter 19, and I really enjoyed following Sarah Crew's journey through this novel. And in this review, I will talk about the setting, the characters, the plot or summary of this book, until the language difficulty, my recommendations, and my final rating. So, let's get started! So, the book I read is A Little Princess, written by Frances Hodgson Burnett. It is a classic children's novel, first published in 1905. The book belongs to genre of children's literature and classic fiction. So the story mainly takes place in London, England during the late 19th century. So most events here happen inside Miss Minchin's select seminary for girls, especially in Sarah's room, the attic, the schoolyard, and the neighboring houses around the school. So everyone, basically there are a lot of characters from this book. First of all, Sarah Crewe. Sarah is a kind, intelligent, and imaginative girl. She stays strong even after losing her wealth, her father, and continues to treat others with compassion. And next, Captain Crewe, which is Sarah's loving father who sends her to school in London. His unexpected death causes Sarah's life to change completely different. And next, Miss Minchin. So Miss Minchin is the strict and unfriendly headmistress who treats Sarah kindly when she is rich, but becomes cruel once Sarah becomes poor. And next, Becky. Becky, a hardworking servant girl who becomes Sarah's closest friend. She is loyal and supportive during Sarah's hardest moments of life. And next, Miss Amelia Minchin. So, she is Miss Minchin's gentler sister who often disagrees with the school's harsh treatment but is usually too afraid to speak up. And next, Ramdas. So Ramdas is Miss Carrisford's servant who secretly helps Sarah by bringing small comforts to her attic room. And next, Mr. Carrisford. So he is Captain Crew's former business partner who feels guilty about Sarah's life and later becomes a key figure in changing her life. And next, Ermengarde. So she is Sarah's first friend at school. She is loyal, kind, and always supportive despite her insecurities. And next, Lottie. Lottie is a young student who sees Sarah as a comforting older sister or sometimes her mother and depends on her emotionally. And next, Lavinia Herbert. She is an older student who dislikes Sarah and often bullies her out of jealousy. Lavinia also has a friend named Jessie. Jessie is also envy and jealous towards Sarah. And next, Mr. Carmichael. So Mr. Carmichael is Mr. Carrisford's lawyer who helps in the search for Sarah. The plot or short summary from this book is at the beginning of the story, Sarah Crewe arrives at Miss Minchin's boarding school in London. So she is wealthy, kind, and imaginative and quickly becomes a pupil for her storytelling skills. She forms close friendships with Ermengarde, Lottie, and Becky, and her gentle personality brings warmth to those around her. So basically, there are a lot of people that like Sarah, but also there are several people that hate Sarah. And however, everything changed when Sarah suddenly loses her father and her fortune. She is forced into a difficult life that challenges her endurance, her compassion, and her belief in her princess identity. Throughout her struggles, several people, both kind and cruel, play important roles in her journey. Little by little, pieces of the past are revealed, leading Sarah toward a moment of truth that brings hope, justice, and a new beginning. And the theme and message through the book is the story highlights kindness, resilience, imagination, and the belief that goodness will shine even in difficult times. It also shows that life is temporary, but happiness and sadness will come and go. So we should always be prepared and remain strong. And my opinion from this book is there are two things that I like. First, I really like Sarah as a kind and brave little girl. So the way she views the world is beautiful, and she's a great daydreamer and storyteller. Second, I love her imagination, especially when she creates stories. The friendships she builds with Becky, Ermengarde, Lottie are also heartwarming and full of sincerity. And next, two things I dislike. First, I dislike Miss Minchin character because she is extremely cruel without any clear reason towards Sarah, and the story never explains why she hates Sarah even though Sarah never causes trouble. Second, the characters in this novel often feel too black and white. The villains are always bad and the good characters are always good. Even Sarah feels a bit unrealistic because she never gets angry, which is unusual for a real child her age. Next is the language difficulty. So for me, this novel is a beginner friendly because the language level is still easy to medium. So I found some new vocabularies, especially old-fashioned words, but the sentences are still easy to understand. So it is a good classic novel for English learners. And I also recommend it to everyone who enjoy emotional, character-focused stories about kindness and resilience. So overall, I would give this book 4.5 out of 5 stars because of its beautiful writing, memorable characters, and meaningful life lessons. So everyone, thank you so much for watching my review about A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And I hope this inspires you to read A Little Princess or explore more English classic novels. So, thank you so much for watching and see you next time!